upset, but also feeling powerful. Look how they just tortured him, getting off on it. I mean, it's so sick how they're programming you. So this is not the CIA. This is foreign governments. And I don't even need to know all the congressional hearings and what's admitted and the Army reports. Every person I know who was in the CIA in my extended family that I've talked to, and it's like, you had family in the CIA? Yeah, it's like saying I had family that worked for Frito-Lay. It's a gigantic operation, about 50 times bigger than you're even told it is. There's CIA in every neighborhood. It's nothing. It's not like some sex. It's like porn stars. They're nothing but whores on video because there's a glut. It's nothing. And they recruit all these people that think they're rock stars. You go to Walmart or Target and half the toys for kids are how to spy on your parents and how to be a spy, priming them right out of high school. And they all just get off on how they're secret agents. They're buying the whole thing. It's a joke. You're nobody. You're nobody. Nobody. And nobody rides for free. You're not America. You're the sword going right in America's heart. And it was Churchill that said the truth must be guarded by a bodyguard of lies. That's another twisted way of saying we've got to be more evil than the evil guys to beat them. No, that's not how you beat evil. You have the moral high ground. You have the facts. And you work and build up society and create investment and give people their own money back and you take to the stars. That's what builds civilizations, not a bunch of sickos lying to the public and lying to themselves. I'm going to do my review of the film. It's already out there online too. You know, you can buy it online. I'm gonna have to watch it and take notes. It was so horrible. It was exactly what I knew it would be. Just a giant fable fiction. And I knew from the start at the end she would be there when they got his body. And I even saw her in a tent unzipping it because none of us were allowed to see bin Laden because it was all fake. You know, they killed the SEALs that were involved, almost all of them. But that didn't fit into the narrative. Like, oh, Pat Tillman died charging the machine gun nest. Oh, of course he did, with the Easter Bunny. And I knew, I knew before it started, she at the end, it would be in the tent, and that she would unzip it by herself, and she would see bin Laden, and then we would all have the collective event of seeing bin Laden. I remember how they put out all those fake bin Laden videos and photos of him dead, and we even went and found the original photos and showed it was fake, and then I'd talk to people who have, like, family and intelligence and stuff, and they'd go, I'm not going to show you the photo, but it's real. We were shown it internally. And we're like, you don't have those clearances. You were sent it by some of your buddies at, the different defense contractors. I won't say which one. And I said, is it this one? And they're like, I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, see, you were shown the real photo. And the weak-minded public that thinks wrestling's real, they all went, and a lot of them are going to think that was real. Oh, Zero Dark 30, you saw bin Laden's body. Oh, and the woman goes and unzips it, and there it is, and it's so powerful and so wonderful, and all the hot blondes and redheads torturing people. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so powerful, and they get the job done. Oh. And it's all this catty, fake, trendy, yuppie thing, all these fake mannerisms, pre-programmed, all of it. I could just see the layers of psych warfare. Meanwhile, the guys up on top, they're in power because they like to watch snuff films of kids all day. All the big, old, ugly men that you bow down to and kiss their butt all day. All you women in the CIA wonder why none of them are interested in you. You've just signed on to pulling toddlers' teeth out with pliers. You've just signed on to the coldest circle of hell, the ninth circle. And again, I'm not even demonizing the CIA because it's just a New World Order British banking intelligence. It's a private Rothschild intelligence, basically. A Russell Trust intelligence. An Illuminati intelligence. On record, Illuminati founded Skull and Bones, 1832. Skull and Bones creates the core of the OSS U.S. version for British implantation, the two penetrating each other, merging the houses. That's what Pratt House was meant to do. It is well set up in 1922 in New York. We are the British Empire. We are the New World Order, and we pay for it, and we get the blame for it, and we get all of it, and then the good old boys sit around and go, yeah, we got them Arabs. We got them Arabs oil. We got them Arabs. And I'm like, hey, Bubba, what were you paying before the last Gulf War in 1991? What were you paying in the second big one in 2003? You were paying about $1.25, $1.30, $1.40? You like paying $4 a gallon? Saddam's crime was pumping too much oil to pay off his debts. His crime was wanting to have a sovereign country. His crime was being a CIA high-level trainee to be a puppet of Iraq and kicking the CIA out and saying, I'm the boss. His crime was putting women in college. His crime was playing rock and roll music on the radio. His crime was not being run by Saudi Arabia. And his crime was, again, the Iran-Iraq war. They ordered him to launch against Iran that killed several million Iranians and hundreds of thousands of Iraqis. That 7-, 8-, 9-year war, that got him into $40 billion worth of debt. He was trying to pay it off. And they said, hey, Saddam, we want you to give them these vaccines. He said, I'm not going to kill my people. I'm not going to sterilize them. And they said, well, then die, punk. We took you when you were an army captain at age 20 and trained you for 3 years in Cairo for your job to break down that country and kill your people. And you're going to do it or you're dead. Is that clear? And by the way, the goal they have for America is the exact same goal they have for those Iraqis, and that they've got for the Libyans, and they've got for the Syrians, and they've got for the American people, and they've got for the Canadians, and they've got for every African, every Latin American, every Asian, everybody on Earth is targeted by the New World Order. And they are not going away. They are not standing down. They are not backing off. They are not quitting. And now they're getting ready to downsize the civilian force by 1 million plus. They're getting ready to downsize the armed forces by 200,000 at least. And they're going all robots and drones, and they're going to list you as the enemies while praising you. So that's a high-level psyop. Veterans are God. Veterans are God. Veterans are the best hero ever. By the way, take their guns. They're the terrorists. Mow them down. You're like, well, I love the government. They say we're heroes, but they're mowing us down. That is a coordinated, multifaceted psyop hitting you at both levels.
Your freedoms are on the line. The Second Amendment is in danger. How soon before your freedoms are taken away? What can you not live without? What is your greatest dependency? Is it your guns? Is it your home? No, it's food. It all boils down to the food supply. Tyrannical governments control people by controlling their food supply. Don't be dependent. Be self-sufficient. Don't wait for the government to feed you. Feed yourself. I can warn you, but I can't feed you. Do like Alex has done and get a supply of food from eFoods Direct. It's the best long-term storable food on the planet. Get the popular Mega Patriot Pack free. A 24-day supply of food plus stove, cook pot, and fuel. Call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex and get up to 20 Mega Patriot Packs free with purchase. Build your food supply. Be in control. Be self-sufficient and be a patriot. Call 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex and get your free Patriot Pack today.
It's no secret that pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, molds, and fungus can inflict severe damage in the human body. Fortunately, a new and vastly improved silver solution has been developed. Supernatural Silver is a revolutionary broad-spectrum antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal solution that can be used inside the body as well as on the skin. Supernatural Silver is unique and superior to colloidal and ionic silvers, using a patented technology that is highly effective against colds, flus, infections, food poisoning, and yeast, in addition to many other pathogens. Supernatural Silver is scientifically supported, extremely safe, and is the #1 choice of thousands of people for immune system support. Find out how Supernatural Silver could change your life. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HEALTHY for 20% off. That's supernaturalsilver.com, and like us on Facebook.
Is this the year you finally get serious about your family's drinking water? If so, keep listening for a special offer from Big Berkey Water Filters. Did you know that over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated? Berkey Water Filters distinguish themselves from many other filtration systems with the capability to significantly reduce dangerous chlorine, fluoride, arsenic, and disinfection byproducts from municipal water via the Black Berkey and PF line of filters. Then there's affordability. At only 1.7 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify treated and untreated water, even stagnant pond water. Stop and think how much money you could save by simply reducing buying bottled water and using water filtered by your Berkey water filter. No need to be constantly replacing expensive filters with a Berkey. A single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. Choose the best size Berkey for your needs at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And right now, all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Just call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY or visit BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. Free shipping on every order over $50. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. Because I know a lot of people are tuning in because I've asked listeners to call their friends and family. I'm going to go over these letters where they're just saying, there's no judge, there's no jury. We're just going to say, you are now, what's the term they use? Incompetent. You know, like when you have your 95-year-old dad or whatever, because he won't stop driving the car, you have him declared incompetent, make him a ward. They're going to make veterans just en masse wards. They're going to make you serve 5, 6, 7, 8 tours. They're going to put people on psychotropics that make them go haywire. And then they're going to use the minority that do bad things. It's a small minority. Veterans still statistically very low crime rate. And they're going to take all of your rights. While having, we salute the troops at the Super Bowl and all those psyops. I told you, the MIAC and Homeland Security report said veterans are the #1 terror threat. They will attack every city. They will attack every department with IEDs. That's the manuals. And people saw that 4 years ago and said, this can't be real. Veterans will attack every police department? Well, they're going to start a civil war. They're going to hunt you down. If we let them do this, this is outrageous. Foreign globalists trying to do this. Then I got all the other news. I got Michael Moore saying you shouldn't be able to have any guns, get a dog. Well, he has guns on record and 5 or 6 bodyguards every time I've seen him. I've seen him at the DNC with about, let's not exaggerate, 10 people. Looked like 7 of them were bodyguards, 3 of them were entourage. What is this about entourage? Like, you haven't arrived, you have a big entourage behind you? I mean, I guess Michael Moore is the equivalent of about 5 people himself. I'm not trying to be mean. It's so hypocritical, so we're going to be talking about that. By the way, so many times you listen to people, you like their music, you like their art, you like their politics, you like what they say, and you never imagine you'll ever talk to them. And sometimes you talk to them and it's anticlimactic. Other times it's even better than you thought. And I was truthful with him. I said, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I disagree with some things you said about the left, how they should all be thrown in prison because that's tyrannical. But now they're saying throw everybody who's a libertarian in prison. And I understand it was tongue-in-cheek. He goes, yeah, you get it. But talked to Michael Savage yesterday. And he's on the show next Tuesday. Next Tuesday with some groundbreaking news and information, not just on his new book being censored, but so much more. This is probably going to be quite a mix, quite an explosive mix in a good way. Because Savage, I don't want to say he's reclusive, but he doesn't do a lot of media. And it's hard to get him on the air. And so I am very excited about what is going to be, obviously, a news-making interview with Michael Savage and the threat he thinks is posed by China infiltrating our government. And I certainly agree with that. But more. He's going to be on this, I think, for about 40 minutes or so. In fact, I got to get all that nailed down. We have to test the ISDN line with him and all that. I haven't told the producer that. I talked to him yesterday afternoon, right before his radio show. Got like a 25, 30-minute conversation with Michael Savage, even smarter in person. Because I disagree with some things he said over the years, but overall, he's a patriot, pro-Second Amendment, pro-sovereignty, been demonized quite a bit, banned from going to England. But, it's just I can't believe people I get to talk to. I'm sitting there for like 25 minutes